Hey, another broadcast here, South Dakota State Wrestling Tournament. Got a good friend with me here today, Ray Ringsmeyer. Does a lot for the sport of wrestling in South Dakota. Just going to ask him a few questions about what's happening in the sport and what your summary of how the state tournament's gone so far.
Well, just like any other wrestling coach, I guess we have 3 kids here, and even if you got all 14, if one of them was a regional runner-up, that still wouldn't be good enough. So we wanted more to get here. But with the kids we got here, they did well. We've got 2 in the placing rounds today. We lost some close matches yesterday with those guys, and our other guy won a match and was right in there with his other 2, but he's coming back next year. So we got a stable full of freshmen back home that are hopefully up here watching somewhere, and they'll be hungry. So, we're taking what we can get. We're still kind of rebuilding from our past a little bit. We lost some numbers and we lost some quality, but they're coming back around.
Yeah. So Region 4 and stuff. You guys, the region tournament, things like that this year. How was that? How were the numbers for all the teams?
We had pretty good tournament for here. At least it took most of the day to get through. The brackets are pretty full, and the quality is there. And I haven't gone through the state brackets to see how as a region we've done in the state placings, but it was a fun region tournament for here last week.
Well, Philip is in the mix.
Philip is in the mix, and yeah. And Custer's got 3 or 4 places this year. We have 2. Hill City's got 1. First time since Marshall Swanson a couple years back. So Braden Wise turned in a good tournament. And so, our little area of the Southern Hills, it's been an exciting year to watch us go come back.
Okay. So now your job never ends. What's happening now come the spring with all the other wrestling that's going on?
In March, we're partnering with South Dakota Wrestling Coaches Association. We're doing
junior duels?
The cadet 16U and junior freestyle during the youth regional and state. That'll be a USA sanctioned division. So we're excited to get that back. Hopefully that builds our numbers back up for junior duels, cadet duels, Fargo, things like that. We've got some events we're working on this spring. Chisholm Fink is doing an event in a couple weeks, first part of April over at Legends of Gold. Freestyle event, freestyle event, I believe. We're talking about having some things out here in the Black Hills in the spring. And then our state USA Triple Crown, I should say state, but our South Dakota USA Wrestling Triple Crown is going to be in Spearfish here first part of May.
Okay. So end of April, beginning of May. Good.
We've got some things coming up that should be pretty exciting.
There we go. Here's one right here. Let Coach know Billy Holton will be working and living. He's a wrestler with Northern State. Guy that does the shows with me. So we're going to have to pull him in.
Absolutely.
There we go, right away. No, I appreciate it. No, a couple other things. As the sport goes, how is USA Wrestling pulling in the girls into the wrestling?
We're hoping that we've got a good showing of girls. I had 6 girls out at the beginning of the year, and one by one they just kind of stopped showing up. Just when we found out it wasn't for them or whatever. But with the number of girls we have here between both A and B, I hope that we can get a little bit better showing now that they got some experience. Get those girls onto the dual teams. The Heartland duels coming up in April will be a good opportunity for some of the younger ones. I think it only goes up to middle school age. I'd have to double check the age groups, but we still could get a girls team for the junior duels, freestyle. Great opportunity to go compete at Northern Plains. This year it's in Wisconsin because Minnesota's still kind of shut down. There's going to be opportunity for them out there now that they have their feet wet in this. All you girls out there, come give freestyle a try. It's excellent opportunity.
Well, people don't realize that in college, girls wrestle freestyle, and that's a big transfer of information you have to do to these wrestlers in the spring, and it's a good, transition to get your feet wet, give it a shot, and it's not as scary as what people think. That going from folk style to freestyle and just basically get them involved in it somewhere. If it's just one tournament here, another tournament there, get the group of girls together. I know Catton's going to have a lot coming in. Pier's got a lot coming in. But, it's just you have to take a whole state in the spring. It's what the guys get together. You'd be surprised. You get friends from across the whole state. They put these dual teams together. It's not just one team. You got guys from the east and from the west, and they put a good team together and go and travel. It's a great experience. And so
iron sharpens iron. My 9-year-old son, he hates folk style. He just rather wrestle Greco and freestyle all the time. But it's one of those things that it's a preference. And I personally I like coaching folk style and Greco better than freestyle and Greco better than folk style. But I'm a year-round coach, so this is what I do during the off season. I coach folk style during my off season, I guess. So.
Well, I tell you what, I love it, and I appreciate all your time. We'll visit again.
Absolutely.
And anytime you guys need anything wrestling-wise, come over to Dakota Grappler. I need somebody in South Dakota willing to do what I do, and I'll hook you up. And we got to get more and more guys because I can't be in two places at once. I cover both states as best I can. But I tell you what, seriously, find me on Dakota Grappler, visit with me, and I'll help you out any way you can. Wrestling, promote it, get it done. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later. I'll get some more coaches on here.